Wow. So, after 2 years of us being in this epidemic, pandemic, panoramic, perpendicular angle, whatever you want to call it, La Rona is finally caught up with me. And I'm vaccinated. I'm vaccinated. Hey, Michelle's daughter. Oh, my God. But yeah, I think I got that Coco 19. But the crazy thing is, I can't get a test. Like, it's damn near impossible to get a test. I have a Kaiser Permanente, and their soonest test appointment is next Thursday. At this point, it's probably next Friday. Like, what is going on? What is going on? How are we 2 years into this and we can't even get tests? Like, we can't even find out if we have it. Because, I mean, I started having symptoms like yesterday. So by the time next Thursday come, I probably am going to be negative. Like, that's a whole week. And the CDC is saying 5 days. So, but yeah, like, it's none of it's making sense. That we are like supposed to be the richest country in the world and we can't get no fucking tests. We can't figure out if we got the cocoa. Um, like I've been looking. I looked at CVS, Walgreens, fucking, uh, Kaiser. Like I said, every place is booked up to like next weekend, next week, and I'm just like, what's happening right now? Like, is everybody just sick, right? Like, is everybody having it? Who is Vogue? But yeah, does everybody have it? Like, what the fuck is going on? Byron, Joe Byron ain't doing shit. Can he, like, why is he not doing anything? The whole world is basically sick at this point, and he's not doing anything. And look, I'm about to start sweating. It's like I'm cold, then I gotta get under the cover, then I start sweating. I mean, I think because I'm vaccinated, my symptoms aren't as severe, which is a good thing. I'm not boosted though. I ain't get that boost. But they're saying that we eventually will all get it. It seems like that's what's happening now. Like everybody's getting it. Like, and then like my job has emergency sick time, but you have to produce like a positive test. So I can't even use my emergency. I can't even use my emergency sick time. Like, the system is fucked. It truly is. Like, they're not gonna shut the country down. That's the only way it's gonna stop. They gotta shut the country down, but they're not gonna do that because of money. And they're not giving us no more stimulus, as it seems like, even though they need to. Like, we should be getting stimuluses like every few months at this point. Like every few months at this point, because COVID is costing money. Like, I'm pretty sure y'all can attest to the fact that COVID and certain things you have to purchase now because of COVID, it takes a little chunk out of your budget. Like, masks. If you got kids, you got to have masks for them to school. You got to buy more hand sanitizer and make sure you got antibacterial soap. You got to take time off more often. So you use up your sick time. Like, you got to pick up your kids early from school and all this other stuff if they cough. That costs you money. Like, give us a stimmy. Give us, at least give us some tests. Why aren't they sending out tests? But yeah, I didn't even mean for this to be a rant. I'm just like, I'm over it. I'm so over it. Like, I mean, I could take being sick. It's just the fact that I can't even get a test. Like, I can't even know for sure if this is COVID. You know what I mean? Like, to know what to do, if I should stay away from people for the next how many days, or if it's just a cold. I'm pretty sure it's not cold though, because a friend of mine tested positive, and like I just was around them, like the day before they tested positive. So I'm pretty sure that this is not a cold. But even still, like I need that test so that I can do what I need to do. Um, this Omarion though, it really like, in the words of Lisa Vanderpump, I think, yeah, Lisa Vanderpump said, I feel like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards. Like, really and truly, I feel like I've been in a fight. Um, just sore, like, just random sore spots. Like, I'm like, who beat me up when I was sleeping? Like, just like my side and then my arm and then and then like I can't even stand up too long. I just feel like I gotta sit down. Fatigue. I haven't lost my sense of taste, but it's very like, even water. You know when you taste something sour, you get that little thing in the back and like, um, even water does that for me. Like water tastes sour. It, it's very bizarre. I'm just glad I didn't lose my sense of taste. But this Omarion, man, you said I'm boosted and I'm still worried. I know people that are boosted and they still caught it. Like I know a girl right now that has it and she's boosted. Come to Texas. We have testing every corner. Listen, Texas, shoot. At this point, I don't even know they're gonna let me get to Texas the way the flights and stuff is being shut down. If you got a ticket for me, I'll go to Texas because I need a test. Like I'm willing to do what it takes. But nah, how is it that y'all have tests every corner? Is it, I mean, I'm sure y'all have tests, but are you able to get an appointment? You know what I'm saying? Like, how soon can you get an appointment? Because a lot of these places, you have to make an appointment, and the appointments are booked up, like all the way till next week. CVS, Walgreens, and all that. Like I said, like they are just booked up, and it's like it's New Year's Eve, and I'm just isolating. Ugh. But this is some crazy stuff, man. Like I'm just watching the news, like how many cases, like the cases shot up crazy. Um, it just kind of feels like a movie. Like I don't know, I'm starting to get a little shook, starting to get a little scared. Like what's gonna happen? We just don't even know. Like I was driving. I live in Maryland. I was driving like a week ago, and like the dang forest on the side of the parkway, the Bald Wash Parkway, was like on fire. And I was like, what is the world just gonna end? Like, I never saw that in Maryland. Like, I've heard of that in like California and stuff where they have forest fires. But literally, like, the whole, like, there was like swatches of like dried leaves and stuff that were just on fire on the side of the road for like a while. And I was just like, every time I think that it can't get no crazier, it does. Like, I was gonna make a video the other day because some crazy shit happened to me. So I was like putting my kids to bed. I hear all this calamity and noise in the hallway. So I go out to see what it is. As soon as I get up to look at to see who it is, like walk up the step or whatever, it's some white bitch losing her mind. As soon as she sees me, oh, you ugly bitch. I'm like, excuse me? Like, who the fuck? I'm literally just coming in the hallway to see what the fuck is going on. And I'm an ugly bitch. So immediately I'm just like, fuck you, you crazy ass bitch. And she has like pepper spray, and she's like threatening to pepper spray me. I'm literally just coming into the hallway to see what the fuck going on. You over here making the biggest noise. As soon as you see me, you verbally like attack me, and then threaten to pepper spray me. When I tell you, her boyfriend was like holding her back. Of course, black guy, this crazy ass meth head white girl. Um, I'm just saying, like, and he's like holding her back. Man, she don't know. He really saved her. He really saved her, cause the way that she like threatened me with the pepper spray for no reason, attacked me for no reason, I would have been well within my rights to wear her out. Like if I would have got a hold of her, it would have been a wrap because I was so mad that this bitch had the nerve to call me a ugly bitch for literally just coming out of my fucking apartment. Um, like who does this bitch think she is? Like, and it's almost like, and I don't want to make it about race, but I have to because white people need to stop doing that shit. White people need to stop coming into black communities, black neighborhoods, and fucking running amok. Like, I never heard no noise like that since I've been living here, and it's a majority black building. I never heard no ruckus or no bullshit going on like that. And when I go out, this is who's causing it. And you're at this point, you're terrorizing the fucking community. Cause she had yelled at another woman that came out of her house. Like, I just feel like white people need to stop doing that shit. Like, if you're gonna come live in a black building or a black community, stay in your motherfucking place. You damn sure shouldn't be starting fights with people, fucking attacking people, like, for no reason, because you're fucking coked out or whatever the fuck you are. She had to be on drugs. She just had that look, like, very pale. Her lips were, like, grayish and bluish looking, like, I'm like, I'm ugly? Like, I was like, girl, what are you, 24? You look 38. I was like, but you would never, you would wish to look like this at 38. Like, and I could see her face crack, like, she knew that, like, when she realized I was 38, when she realized, like, oh, I thought she was, like, my age. No, bitch. I'm not your age, like, and you're making yourself look ridiculous. Like, you look ridiculous out here. She was running back and forth in the hallway. Bitch, come on, bitch. Acting like she want to fight. But then when I came up the stairs, she runs in her apartment and closes the door. I'm just like, okay, well, I guess you didn't want to fight. I guess you realized that you were going to get worn out. But yeah, that was some crazy shit that happened. And like, it's just been a series of crazy things on top of crazy things on top of crazy things on top of crazy things. I would say I'm ready for 2021 to be over, but at this point, 2022 ain't looking like it's gonna be no better. Like, I'm not feeling like it's gonna be like any better than what we've been getting for since 2020. I'm just not feeling like that. I want to be positive. But it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. Like, they, like I said, they're not going to do anything. Like, the government's not going to do anything. All this is just going to continue to happen because money. And people are going to suffer. Like, middle class, poor people are going to suffer. Not middle class poor, but middle class and poor people, like, are going to suffer the most, as usual. As fucking usual. Because that's really when they decided to open everything back up, when they realized it was us that was getting affected the most. But yeah, um the soonest I was able to get a test is a pickup test. Like, I pick it up and do my own test, but it's on Tuesday. So I won't know until Tuesday or Wednesday, because after I test, I have to, like, send it in or something. I don't know. Drop it off or something. So I'll probably know, like, Wednesday. It's just crazy. It's crazy. Like, even the flu medicine, cold and flu medicine at the stores is, like, sold out. Like, I'm so glad that I already had some, like, a little bit, because it wasn't looking good at the store. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a good New Year's. Hopefully y'all are, like, just chilling at the house, because y'all don't want this. Y'all do not want this. This is like, I'm, like, trying to imagine if I wasn't vaccinated, how I would feel. Like, I'm vaccinated and I still feel crappy. Um, I definitely have some shortness of breath too. So just, I have a little bit of a cough. One thing I will say, I don't feel like I'm starting to get worse. Like, it's not getting worse. It's just kind of like, it just drops on you. Like, the symptoms just drop on you. And I've kind of just felt crappy all of last night and today. Like, sleeping was not easy to do. Like, I kept, like, how you be half sleep and your mind be doing these weird, like, I think I was just stressed, knowing that I probably have this, what is it, a disease? I don't know. uh, this virus. Knowing that I have this virus was kind of stressful, I think, and it was just racking my mind as I was trying to sleep. But today wasn't that bad. I just don't have an appetite, which is kind of blowing me, because I was on a weight gain kick and it was going well. Like, I gained 15 pounds, but now I'm down to 12 or 13, because I already started to lose a little bit of weight from just not having an appetite. So that's kind of annoying to, like, get that setback, because, like, gaining weight has not been easy. Like, I have a fast metabolism, and it's really hard for me to put on weight. I have to really be in a surplus, like, with my calories. I have to really, like, eat a lot, like, drink booze, like, a lot of things to add calories. So it can be a lot sometimes, for real. Because, like, you have to basically put yourself in a surplus of, like, I think, like, 1,000 calories. That's a lot to add to, like, your normal intake of food. To have to add 1,000 calories to that when you're not used to eating that much is hard. And then on top of that, like, even when I was in a surplus, it would still be very slow. Like, the weight gain would be very slow, just because of my metabolism. And I'm kind of tall. I'm on the tall side. So I think tall people, it takes us longer for weight to actually, like, show, because we're just long. Short people, when they gain weight, like, you see it right away. Like, it's obvious, because they're stout. But when you're long and stretched out, that weight has a lot more places to go. So you don't really see it. Like I'm pretty sure nobody saw. I'm just gonna go ahead and block whatever this is. um, but yeah, see, I just lost my train of thought. But yeah, basically, um, the point was I was doing good on my weight gain, and now I'm set back. But we gonna come back. We can come back. A minor setback. A minor setback. Rest in peace to Betty White. I was just watching Jaded Nerd. Like, it was one of those things where it's just like, oh, but she was 99. You know, she had lived a long life, very successful. Like, you know, and Betty was about that civil rights life. You know what I mean? An ally, an icon. So yeah, rest in power to Miss Betty White. But what time is it? I can't even see what time it is. But yeah, I just wanted to pop on and talk about this whole COVID thing. Like, I, I'm still kind of like trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. Um, as far as like the kids' school being out, and it's not looking good. It is not looking good. Luckily, my kids aren't with me right now, but I'm still scared that like, because I found out after they had left me that I probably had it. So I am kind of afraid, like, what if they picked it up for me and they have it, you know? I haven't heard anything about them showing symptoms, so I don't think so. But, you know, they're not vaccinated. I had made an appointment to get them vaccinated, but the date that I had the vaccination, my car broke down. And I remember I couldn't make the appointment. And then when I went to making another appointment, there was just so much going on. There was so much going on. So, yeah, never got them vaccinated, but I'm gonna have to make an appointment because they say kids are getting sick and it's just not looking good. But yeah, I'm like short of breath. I'm gonna probably get off of here. Take care of yourselves. Like, um, like I said, you know, my symptoms are mild. I'll be okay. I mean, they're mild-ish. They kind of like wearing me down, but but they, you know, they're not as bad as they could be, I guess. Yet or as of this point. So hopefully it stays like that. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. But if anybody feels bad for me, you know, you can cash at me. I'm so pathetic. But yeah, y'all take care of yourselves. I'm gonna get out of here and get some more rest. Happy New Year's.